Hello, welcome to the final section, 15-6, where we're going to take a problem, take some information, and we're going to solve simpler problems and make a table, okay? And then eventually we're going to create rules for these tables. So, this beautiful thing right here is a fence, okay? Jeb and Ned, they're building a fence, all right? And they're setting it up in these 10-foot sections, okay? 10-foot sections of fencing because they gotta keep their fish from getting out of the yard. So Jeb and Ned building fencing. And according to the best fish fence for Jeb and Ned, they need to put a post every 5 feet, okay? So even though a fence section is 10 feet, every 5 feet they need to put a stability post in there, a structural post to keep it strong, keep them fish from getting out. So, looking at this fence that Jeb and Ned, they spent all day building, I'm gonna work backwards. First I'm gonna solve my simpler problem, and then I'm gonna work backwards to figure out how many total posts they put in, okay? So, here's one 10-foot section, every black line is a 10-foot section. So right off the bat, I don't even know how long this fence is. I need to figure that out first. So that is the start of my simpler problem. 1 section, 2 section, 3 section, 4 section. There's 2 ways I can do that. I can put 4 sections times 10 feet, or multiply, or I can repeat add. Either way, I'm gonna get 40 feet. So for right now, this fence is 40 feet. So, let's make a table. Before we make a table, let's solve a simpler problem and figure out how many posts we have in there. So for every 5 feet, I put a post. That means in order to find out, I need to know my total number of feet, and I need to divide it by 5. And if you've been paying attention all the whole year in 4th grade, you know that this is a math fact problem. Everything comes back to those math facts. And 40 divided by 5 equals 8. So according to the simpler problem, the math that I already know in my head without having to solve, I should have 8 fence posts up there, and let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, 8 fence posts. Good job. So now let's get to drawing our table. All right, and we're going to create a rule that will allow us to figure out if the fence goes 865 feet, how many posts it'll have, or any number. We'll create a rule. So we're going to start by making a table, and let's see. So this is feet length, and this will be number of posts. Okay. I'm just going to go along. Yeah, didn't think I'd get to use all my drawing skills today. That's all right. So I'm going to go in 5 feet intervals. I'm going to go 10 feet intervals. So 10 gives me 2 posts, 20, because each section is 10 feet. That's why I'm doing that. 4, 30, 6, 40, 8, 50, 10, 60, 12, 70, 14, 80, 16. So right off the bat, again, if we've been paying attention, we're looking for patterns. So, what's my pattern? This goes up by 2, every time this goes up by 10, and that makes sense because 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 2 is 10, 5 times 2 is 10. So every time we go up 10, we'll go 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. But, we already knew that. So let's make our rule. Let's go for our rule now. Okay. So P, that's going to be my number of posts. Number of posts equals feet divided by 5. So the number of posts equals total footage divided by 5. So this way, this rule will make sense in a second. This way, if I tell you, oh, we had 165 feet, how many posts? Well, you would do 165 divided by 5 to get your total number of posts, okay? So if it's 165 feet, you'd have 33 posts. That makes sense, right? That makes sense, because for every 5 feet, you have 1 post. That's if you're looking to find the total number of posts. Okay? So what I've done is I've taken that fence problem where I didn't know a lot of information, and I've simplified it down. Okay? You could even go, if you wanted to make this even simpler, and it'll fit our rule better. Give me a second, yeah. So 5 feet, 1 post, 10 feet, 2 posts, 15 feet, 3 posts. Boy, that's ugly. 15 feet, 3 posts, 20 feet, 4 posts, 25 feet, 5 posts, and so forth. That fits our rule a little bit better. I think I like that. But basically, the number of posts is the number of feet, F, that's our variable, divided by 5. So 1 post equals 5 divided by 5. 5 divided by 5 equals 1. 10 divided by 5 equals 2, and so forth. So taking that information, charterized it, and then ruleified it, okay? Reach out to me with questions. You are doing great. This is hard for everyone. Do not get down on yourself. You're doing an awesome job. Keep it up.